The Book of. Jane was walking home late from work when she noticed a small, weathered book lying on the sidewalk. It was strange, as she hadn't seen it before, and it seemed out of place. She bent down, picked it up, and flipped through its pages. The book was filled with stories, short ones, written in neat handwriting. But the strange thing was, the stories weren't finished. One was titled, "The Day Jane Found a Book," and the last line read. She picked up the book and, curious, she turned the page. The next story was titled, "The Girl Who Stole the Book," and the final line was, she turned the page only to find. Jane's heart began to race. She flipped more pages. Each story seemed to end on a cliffhanger about the book and its mysterious author. Then she found another title, "The End of the Book." She hesitated, but her hands shook as she turned to it. The last line was simply, "She shouldn't have opened the book." Suddenly, she heard footsteps behind her. Quick, hurried steps, like someone was approaching fast. She whipped around, but no one was there. The street was empty. A chill ran down her spine, and she felt an odd pressure in her chest, like she wasn't alone. With a racing heart, she snapped the book shut. When she looked down, the title had changed. It now read, "The Book Jane Shouldn't Have Found." She turned to leave, but before she could take a step, she felt a tap on her shoulder. Slowly, she turned around. The figure standing in front of her wasn't anyone she recognized. It was a man, but his face was blank, as if his features hadn't been finished. He smiled just slightly. "Do you like the book?" he asked, his voice hollow. In the corner of her eye, Jane saw the cover of the book again. It now read, "The last page Jane will ever read."